a lot to me, and I'm glad that you're having a blast.
Site, and I showed him how to light a fire because he's never done it before.
He'd never lit a fire.
No, he's never been camping before. He told me he'd never been camping before, and I was like, well, if you want to go, I'm trying to go to sand dunes, so that's why we went, because he said he'd never done it.
Okay.
So
did you guys visit any, there's not really very much stuff around there.
The dunes, and then we went and returned the board, and then we went back to the campsite, and we lit a fire, and we ate, and we just hung out by the fire for a few hours and just visited, and then it started raining really hard. So we put everything in the tent and put out the fire, and we went in the tent, and I remember he was like wide awake.
To a story we've been following since it happened, the victims' families of a gas explosion in Firestone have settled with Anadarko Petroleum. Erin Martinez and her son Nathan were hurt when their home exploded last April. Her husband Mark Martinez and her brother Joey Irwin died. Anadarko operated the vertical natural gas well that was 200 feet from the Martinez home. Details of the settlement have not been released. In a statement, though, Anadarko again expressed its deepest condolences to the families. The NTSB is still investigating.
Hi.
But I can tell you right now, if I were to text him and just say whatever I needed to say, he would do it.
I think I saw on the video that you put a gas can or something in the back of your truck. Is that right? Did you have different plans when you put that in there?
I don't know what was going through my head. I felt like maybe I could just get rid of myself at the same time if I was doing all this, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you think about that?
What did you think about that?
I felt like I deserved to live after what had happened.
Was there any thought to the whole family going away that day, to include you?
After everything happened, that's a definite thought.
Yeah. See, it's interesting to me. We had all kind of wondered if there was a point when you were all together and if you were all going to pass together. That to me makes sense, because that's, even though it sounds crazy, that's what a family man does, right?
Family man doesn't do what he did.
No, I know. I guess what I mean is, it seems like you guys were going to be together forever in that way. Is that maybe what was going through your head?
Honestly, I just felt like I didn't deserve to live.
Yeah.
It was like whatever judgment I was going to come upon myself, I just didn't deserve to be on this earth anymore. What happened?
Okay.
So what made you not do that, do you think?
I don't know if it was just more of like because with the site, maybe it was just more of like I would have hurt more people than just me and everybody else. Like, I know there's other people out there, not like at the site, but other people like maybe out in the area. Like I didn't want something like on the site to catch fire and blow up, and then other people around would get hurt in the same.
So you were thinking initially about starting a fire out there, or an explosion or something, or
just no, not for that. Just like maybe I could take care of myself, and that would have been good. Gasoline, that's the only thing you do. I mean, I don't have a gun, I don't have anything like that. It's not like you can just commit suicide that way. But
So just to blow yourself up?
I mean, it was just, I wasn't thinking. Yeah. It was I mean, I don't have weapons. I've never hunted before in my life. I don't know what, I mean, nothing was right that morning.
Yeah. I remember you kept telling me that. You kept saying, I didn't know what I was doing, Tammy. I didn't know. Like,
yeah, when you asked me about the sheet, like, what were you doing? Like, I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah. I think you were just like in automatic mode or...
That was a time before, or was that on the night that it happened?
No, it was right back in North Carolina.
Oh.
It was just like one of those, it was just a fiery argument that I never able to. I don't know if it was just because of separating me and my family pretty much. Because, I mean, it happened at the wedding. Like, that's the reason they didn't come to the wedding. I mean, I blew up in my family to a point where I said some horrible things to them back in 2012 that pretty much told my family that, I don't need them anymore. They're not, I said, I cussed my mom out. I did all this kind of stuff. I never thought, and I don't know if it was just like trying to coach me on to do it, or if it was just like rage that was like I'd never seen before. And then I don't know if it was just everything that happened in July with I can't see my kids. I'm not sure if they're ever going to go see them again. I don't know. And it was just like, I don't know if that had something to do with it, that something inside me just triggered it, and then just like all that pent up from the wedding and everything, just like, it's like a long fuse that finally just went to its end. They just don't know if they could ever, just forgive Shanann for everything that happened that day. I guess, I'm not sure, everything that was said that day when they had that argument, but apparently it was like a knockdown, drag out, bomb that went off in there.
Pretty hurtful things.
Start with on Sunday. So Sunday would be the 12th.
Yes.
Did you talk to
No,
Chris at all on the 12th?
I didn't speak to him over the weekend. I seen him on Friday.
Seen him on Friday. So that was the last time you saw him before the work week.
Yes.
Okay.
I seen him on Friday, and he'd taken off Friday to take Shanann to the airport for Phoenix.
Okay.
And then he told me he wanted me to look at his Fire Stick that he bought. I said, okay. So
TV Fire Stick?
Yeah,
okay.
Amazon Fire Stick.
Sure.
So before the workday ended on Friday, he's told me that he'd meet me at the Safeway parking lot there in Fort Lupton. And he showed up in their Lexus, and Bella and CC were in the back seat. So he jumped out, gave me the Fire Stick, and right after he gave me the Fire Stick, that's whenever Cody called. Cody Roberts, the operator of the Survey 319, and said that he thought there was a leak in the bypass line.
And that's on 319, you said?
Yes, the Survey 319.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because that bypass line is now locked and tagged out because we done that Monday morning.
Okay. Oh, that's yeah. Okay, so Bella
and CC.
And CC.
Yeah.
CC were in the back seat.
Yes, sir.
And was Shanann?
No, sir.
Was she in the front seat?
Taken her to the airport.
You already took her there?
Yes.
Do you remember about what time this was?
I'm going back to my text messages I gave you because he told me he was sitting by the 5.0. There was an orange Mustang sitting in the parking lot.
Okay.
I think it was one of the ladies that, it looked just like the one I used to have.
Okay.
Because I had it red when I was telling you about that earlier.
Yeah.
So, and he's a huge Ford guy because he was a master mechanic.
Yeah, I remember he said something about that.
Sorry.
No problem.
thanks. Forward your link. You just sent it there. Okay, right here. It's at 3:05.
Okay.
Just whenever you send me the text message, here parked next to the orange 5.0.
Okay.
So,
And he's driving the white Lexus?
yes, sir. And Bill and CC were both in the back. They were buckled up in their car seat. And he had pulled forward in the parking spot, and I pulled back here. And he was talking to me for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 minutes, and you could hear him hollering in there. So he got back in the Lexus, and he backed it up so they could see me. And they waved at me and everything like that.
Okay. All right. And so you have no text conversation, no phone conversation, nothing like that over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday?
Nothing.
Okay. So Monday morning,
Okay.
what time do you leave to go to work?
I usually leave my house about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be here about 6:30.
Here at the office?
Yes.
So did you come straight to the office
Yes, sir, I did.
on Monday morning?
Yeah.
So 8:13.
Yeah, and I actually...
Was Chris scheduled to go to 319 that morning?
He told me on Friday, whenever we spoke with Cody, because he was right there, because I took the call on Bluetooth because I was parked in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever he found out about the leak, he said, I'll go out and look at that thing first thing Monday morning.
Chris said he was going to go out first thing Monday morning.
First thing Monday morning.
And take a look at the 319.
Yes, sir. To try to verify that, whether or not that line was leaking or not. And I believe he called Cody, and when I talked to Cody, he called Cody on Friday or Sunday at 5 p.m. and told him that he was going to head out to survey first thing Monday morning.
He knows about this.
I can step out if you feel more comfortable.
Oh, no, I mean, what, I
Okay,
don't know, whatever.
You tell me.
He had a fire stick. He kept talking about, you know what a fire stick is?
No.
Okay, you probably do, since you're a tech guy. They're like...
Oh, you mean like Amazon Fire Stick?
Yeah. Okay, so he didn't have it in his possession, but on Saturday...
Chris?
Yes. So Chris mentioned to me that on Saturday, that same day, because this kind of went hand in hand with the whole, like, apartment talk, because I was like, oh, that apartment that he said he found, that he was like, I was like, what's it called? And he's like, I don't remember. And I was like, well, how much is it? He's like, it's close to $1,100. And I was really taken back by that, because I pay more than that, and I don't really have that nice of a place, and it's not a 2-bedroom, it's a 1. So that part kind of seemed odd to me, but I'd seen a few things online that were kind of cheap, and I was just like, all right. And he's like, I'm just trying to cut costs. And I was like, that's cool. I was like, how else are you doing that? And it was just out of curiosity. And he's like, well, I decided to get rid of cable. And I was like, okay. And I was kind of taken back by that too, because he loves sports. Dude, like, lives and breathes football. So I was like, okay. And I was like, that's a good cost to cut back on. And he was like, yeah, I think I can still stream sports via a Fire Stick. And I've heard of those things before. I don't really know a lot about them. But he was saying that he had a buddy working on it already for him.
Who's the buddy?
He didn't say, I didn't ask.
Why do you think that's important?
That he had all that set up? I don't know. I mean, it made me believe
that he was ready to move out? Is that...
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like he was prepping. It still sounded like he was prepping. I mean, everything he did sounded like he was getting ready for everything to happen.
if I would have texted him and just saying whatever I needed to say.